Hi guys, I'm all clean. I had a shower. It was nice. Okay, so when I was in the shower, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna throw another video at you and see what happens. I was thinking, I want to read some classics. I do. That's one of my biggest aims. I have shitloads on my shelf and I've got more coming in the mail. But I thought I'd do, comes this British accent again. I thought that I would do a stack of 5 of the ones that I already do have on my shelf that I would like to get to. Now this is going to be like a stack of 5 February, March, possibly April stack of classics. So I'm just going to show you the books that I'm thinking about reading and take a vote on which one I should read, or any comments or anything like that. So now there is one that is a kind of retelling of a classic because I don't have the classic, but it sounds fantastic, so I'm going to try and read it anyway if you guys want me to. Okay, so obviously if I go February, March, April, I may read a couple of them, I maybe just read one of them, but I thought I'd do a stack of 5 and show you and let you choose which ones you would like to see a review of at least. And maybe if you've got them on your shelf, it might be a way to prompt you to pick them up yourself. Do excuse my face, I have cream on it. I probably look like a shiny baboon's ass at the moment, but we'll deal with that. Okay, we can deal with that. Okay, so the first book is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and I'll read the back of it. It says, Wilde's first and only published novel recounts the story of the handsome Dorian Gray who upon having his portrait painted desires that it will age and grow ugly while he may remain eternally beautiful. The painting, which reflects each of Gray's sins and transgressions, haunts him until it finally becomes unbearable. In this dark tale of duplicity and morality, Wilde creates a world where art and reality collide. How sad it is I shall grow old and horrible and dreadful, but this picture will remain always young, if it were only the other way. And I really like these Collins Classics books too, because they come with like, was it a glossary of classic literature, useful words and phrases at your fingertips, taken from the English dictionary. Because I think it's really cool, because sometimes I'm reading a book, especially I have read classics in the past, I'm like, what the F are you talking about? What does that mean? So if I get confused, or if I really want to know some slang or something like that, it's in the back of the book. There's also a little section, I believe, about the life and times of the guy. So sorry. And that would be probably the same for, yep. Okay, the next book is Robert Louis Stevenson's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Something that has actually been a pretty big impact in my life. I've known about this story since I was young. It was actually how, like, a lot of my sins as a child sort of came back to this. You know, my grandparents would say, which one do you want to turn into? Do you want to turn into Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? Sorry. And it was just weird because I'd never really read it, and I saw this ages ago, and it's so short, like really short, like I'm talking 88 pages. So if you want me to do something really quick, probably will take me, depending on how I read it, could take me a couple of days, could take me a couple of hours. But this is A Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and it says, all human beings, as we meet them, are commingled out of good and evil. After taking the elixir created in his laboratory, mild-mannered Dr. Jekyll is transformed into the cruel and despicable Mr. Hyde. Although seemingly harmless at first, things soon descend into chaos, and Jekyll quickly realizes that there is only one way to stop Hyde. Stevenson's quintessential novel of the Victorian era epitomizes the conflict between psychology, science, and religious morality, but is fundamentally a triumphant study of the duality of human nature. So I really like things that are psychological as well, because it fascinates me, and I do know that everyone has their sides. Everyone does. Everyone has a bad and a good side, flaws, you know, pros, cons, etc., etc. So yeah, and like I said, I really like these ones. They're really simple. So, and I think I only pay like really cheap. Like I don't actually pay anywhere up to $10 for my classics. I pay really cheap. I pay like $3 for them, and I think I pay $3 for these. Then is Pride and Prejudice. I don't think I really need to read this, but I'll read it anyway for those guys who don't know or want a refresher. I don't really like this cover, but it was cheap. It says, there are 5 daughters in the Bennet family, and marriage is the only career option to them. There is naturally much excitement when 2 young men of good fortune move into the district, but before there can be a happy ending, the hero must conquer his overwhelming pride, and Elizabeth, the spirited heroine, her prejudices against him. Only by taking the route to self-knowledge can they reach a mature understanding of each other and find lasting commitment. Now, I've read a few modern retellings of this and started the BBC series, so I kind of know what I'm going into. I've been wanting to read it for a while. It's got freaking small font. So guys, if I'm going to read this book, it's probably going to take me a good month. Or more. Depending on whether I like it or not. I really hope I do like it. I hope I can get into it. But yeah, I bought it because it was cheap and I want to see if I like it. And if I do like it, I'm going to see if I can find something with a bit bigger font. Because I have trouble seeing it as it is, so it could take me like half an hour to read one page sometimes. So that's Pride and Prejudice. But don't worry, if you guys want me to read Pride and Prejudice, I will read Pride and Prejudice. The next one is a novel by Peter Ackroyd, which is the case of Victor Frankenstein. This is pretty new to my collection, and it's a retelling of Frankenstein, or a modern retelling, I guess you can say. I actually really would love to read this book. It's got these deckled edges, and it sounds fantastic. The synopsis is a bit too long, but basically it mixes a few things together, and yeah, it's about the English classic, so it looks beautiful too. I just love this cover. And lastly, actually this is a modern retelling as well. It's a different kind of thing. I think it's a parody. I'd call it, it's a quirk book, so it is a parody kind of thing. Quirk books, and it is The Metamorphosis by France Kafka and Coleridge Cook. And it says, one morning as Gregory Samsa was waking up from an anxious dream, he discovered that he had been changed into an adorable kitten. I just found this is hilarious. Because we have a cat, if you guys didn't know, but if you do, her name is Penny. She's the cheekiest little thing you'd ever see. She's just amazingly mad and crazy, but I love her. And I love cats too. I do love dogs more than cats. Don't kill me, but I do really do. But I still love Penny with all my heart. So she's my little baby. So when I saw this one time, I think it was at the book grocer, I had to get it because it was just hilarious, and I'd seen it around, and just the cover makes me just laugh. It is just so funny. And I really loved how it had pictures in it. There. It's just got these really quirky pictures in them. I think it's gotten wet from moving as well, which is not good. It doesn't smile funny. So, yeah. So those are the... Sorry, I just went off into a tangent in my own brain. Those are the books that you guys have the choice of picking out of and picking for me to read. One or two if you'd like. I could probably press 3, but I'm probably hoping to just do about 2. 1 or 2. So that's The Metamorphosis, The Case Book of Victor Frankenstein, Pride and Prejudice, oh god, The Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and The Picture of Dorian Gray. So, whatever you guys think, and I'm now well awake, so I can't go back to sleep. And I'm hopefully going to make the wrap-up video soon, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Fantastic time! And I shall see you guys later.